Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be unboxing and reviewing some curly hair from an online store called curlsqueen.com. Before we start, like always, go on ahead and subscribe if you are interested in seeing more hair tutorials or hair videos like this one. So before we start, I wanted to show you guys the website. This is the curlsqueen.com website. They have a large variety of hair, even though they specialize in curly hair. They have some different hair textures. But what really caught my interest about this store was their curly hair selection. There are other online stores that do have curly hair. Curly hair in particular is just harder to find that is good quality. Even if at the moment you may not be looking for some curly hair, they do have other hair textures. So I recommend you go ahead and check out the website and see what they have available. As of right now, I'm seeing that they have some U-part wigs as well as some headband wigs in the straighter textures. So I wanted to show you the box. This is some really pretty packaging. It comes with this like beautiful like light pink and brown box that says Curls Queen. You can definitely re-gift this as it comes. You don't need to like wrap it up or anything like that. So that's also really great. When you open it, you will see at the top a gift that comes with the hair, which is a hair comb and a bonnet, which is super awesome because you are going to need it for your install if you don't have it. Now, I wanted to show you guys the hair before washing it because when I first opened the box, I was honestly a little bit scared. I was not very impressed with the hair. I was like, oh no, like this is supposed to be 18 inches and it was just way too shrunk. But as soon as I started washing the hair, let me tell you guys, this hair just transformed. I want to start by saying that I was washing the hair with shampoo, then I started to comb through the hair with my fingers, and I was just being very rough with it because I like to do a hair pull test where I just see like how much hair is gonna come out if I start to comb it. This hair shed very little, and I was doing this test with the shampoo. So from the get-go, I was able to tell that this was gonna be some really good quality hair. Another thing that was very impressive from the start was the smell. Usually you have like a chemical smell with curly hair, or just honestly like any hair really. But this was the first product I would say out of all the companies that I've ever tried that the smell was not there. It smelled very natural, clean, and it smelled like the shampoo that I actually used. So far, I am very impressed. But like always, no hair is perfect, so there are going to be some pros and cons that I'm going to talk about in this video. A little bit about the hair they sent me. This is called the Water Jerry Curl Clip-In Hair Extension in the 3C4A hair texture. These are some clip-ins, so it's going to be a whole new challenge for me. I don't think I've done clip-in extensions on my channel before, so this is going to be a very beginner-friendly tutorial. And it's gonna be like a first time experience. So I'm showing you how I did it, even though I'm a beginner myself. I wanted to start the video showing you guys the before. My hair for the most part is very thick, but it's always at a shoulder length. So it was really nice to just be able to get the opportunity to add some volume, some length without really having the U-part wig involved. I did have a U-part wig in the past, but I wanted to try some hair extensions today. This hair I'm going to be styling with this particular product. This is the Camille Rose gel. I'm going to be linking it down below for you guys. This gel is absolutely beautiful. But let me tell you, I just started using the product called Pattern, and it is a styling cream. This product was so good. So I'm going to be linking it down below for you guys as well. I kind of regret not using it in this video, but I'll include it in a different one. The parting was definitely the hardest part of this install. I would be lying to you if I told you that this was not time consuming. There are pros and cons to doing hair extensions, but what I want to share at the moment is how many pieces actually came with my hair. So I had about 5 pieces that have 4 clips on them. I had 3 pieces that had 3 clips on them, and 2 pieces that had 2 clips. The hair itself was very thick. I saw about 4 tracks on each extension, which is very full. If you have thick hair, I recommend just using less pieces, which is always nice. You know, you don't need to use all of the pieces. I also saw a tutorial from another girl and she did her extensions differently, so I'm going to be linking her video because I thought that would be very interesting if you have a lot of hair. All I'm doing at the moment is parting my hair and measuring to see which tracks I'm going to use, making sure that none of them are too long or too short. Okay, so let's go in with the first con. If you have thick hair, especially when it's dried, using all of the clip-ins is going to be very heavy on your head. I personally struggled with that. I used all of them to show you guys what a full set of hair with the extensions would look like, but they were very heavy. They were weighing me down a little bit. And again, in the summertime, if you use all of them, you're gonna feel very hot. I wouldn't say it's particularly about the hair itself, but more so if you use all of them, that's how you're gonna feel. For this install, I started using the smaller pieces at the bottom. So I used one of the 3 pieces at the very bottom. I used 2 of the 3 pieces at the bottom, and then I'm gonna start to use some of the 4 pieces once it reaches the top of my ears. So that's kind of how I went about applying the extensions themselves. The extensions are pretty long, and I do feel like the 4 pieces, they give you an extra one in case you need to cut it or anything like that to adjust it to your head. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys another pro about this hair. I felt like the texture was very similar to my natural hair. I feel like I could have made sure to use more product to blend it even more. I used a very small amount of product because I wanted to just see how this hair would blend with my natural hair. Now, one of the things that I did notice as a con was that my natural hair was less darker than the extensions. I'm not sure if this is something you guys can see on the camera. However, I feel like my hair issue was more a lack of shine rather than it being a different color. So one thing that I would do differently for my next install is to make sure that I am moisturizing as I am applying each layer. My hair dries very quickly, and so if I am applying this wet hair on top of my natural hair, which is already dried, it's not gonna blend in as nicely. So yeah, that's definitely something that I observed. Make sure that you do that for yourself. Also, you do need to keep in mind this is a longer process than what I would say installing a U-part wig is. A U-part wig install for me takes about 5 to 10 minutes for me. This in particular took a solid half hour, if not a little longer. Yes, I am a beginner, so that is another major con. I feel like I mentioned this already. It does take a long time to install. I will say I did feel, however, that having tracks created a lot more movement, and I felt a lot more breezy and just felt more natural and just flowy overall. That is a pro in itself. Also, the idea of being able to create different hairstyles with this is also really something I'm looking forward to. I can create a half up, half down, and I would be adding more length and volume. So I'm looking forward to doing like a follow-up because, again, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of hairs can feel really great at the beginning, but later on the quality does tend to decrease. Overall, I'm gonna give this hair a solid 8 out of 10. Some of my issues with the hair were honestly just the fact that my personal hair did not blend perfectly with it. However, I do feel like it's a very nice hair. It is up to you guys to decide if you want to give it a try. Anyways, I am going to show you guys the final product. And here it is. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.